was saying that the Lakers should consider trading LeBron James. Do you concur?
No, I do not, because they are joined at the hip, these three players. Maybe get rid of Westbrook, but the franchise right now is joined with Davis and with LeBron. And they also, people seem to forget, they did win a championship. I understand it wasn't a parade. I understand it was sort of abnormal in the bubble, but it counts. And he did win one, and it's not that long ago. And when you think about trading these big stars in any sport, you never get back equal value. So when Kareem got traded from Milwaukee to LA, the Bucks made a good trade, but didn't get equal value. When you trade the big star, you don't get anything that's worth it. Plus the fact he's not going to go to Salt Lake City. He's not going to go to I don't even think he wants to go to the Knicks. You know, he doesn't want to go back to Cleveland. He already won there. Or Miami, he won twice there. So I think it's just a waste of time to even think about it. I think what you have to think about it in LA, okay, how can we get a little better where at least we're part of the conversation again and in the NBA playoffs? How do we make that happen? Can we win an NBA championship with this crew? The way the league is right now, maybe you can't, but I can't go out there and trade LeBron and be stuck with Anthony Davis and Westbrook. What does that do? Then I'm in a real disaster. Plus, that town is obviously big stars anyway. Yeah. They want to put statues there at the Staples Center. So I don't think it's worth their aggravation. And I also don't have a problem whatsoever with Phil Jackson having a say in who the coach is. He won 5 championships there. He wanted Steve Kerr to coach the Knicks. He knows what it takes to coach big superstars. He's earned that. I don't have a problem with that myself. A lot of people do that. How could Phil Jackson have a chance? Come on, he won 5 titles there.
First of all, let me be very serious here. Number one, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I just think everybody's missing my point. And let me look into the camera and say this, because I got a whole bunch of people texting me. I got coaches texting me. I got agents texting me. I got players texting me. Everybody talking about I sound like a damn fool, and damn it, they got love for me, and they want me to be smart. And I'm not sounding very smart. I love all of y'all. I truly do, and I appreciate the support all of y'all give me. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I know what the hell I'm saying, and I mean it. I'm not saying give LeBron away and throw him away. I'm not saying it's his fault. I want everybody to hear me. I want a solo shot. I asked for a solo shot for a reason, because I want to make sure people are holding me accountable for what I say, not what they think I said. I am not breaking news acting like the Lakers are doing this. The Lakers got their own problems, and they've got their own challenges. And Rob Pelinka is running basketball operations. Jeannie Buss has made it clear. She wants everybody to know that. He's the one that's making the final decisions on basketball-related matters. That's what she says. She's the wonderful Jeannie Buss. I'm going to defer to her judgment. That's what she says. We're going to roll with that. Here's my point. If you're LeBron James listening, you are still the biggest star in the NBA. He's incredibly powerful. So the likelihood of this happening is pretty much close to zero. What I'm saying, if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, I got a Russell Westbrook in the last year of his contract scheduled to make $47 million, that there's sincere trepidation as to whether or not I'm going to be able to move him, doggy. I've got an Anthony Davis that's got 2 more years plus a player option. Okay? And guess what? Everybody is saying nobody's trading for him because when he's healthy, he's a top 6 or 7 player.
He never played.
Listen, he's a top 6 or 7 player on the planet. But because he's missed half the season the last 2 years, people are saying he's injury prone, and they're not going to give up young assets or picks for him.
Correct.
Okay? At least to the satisfaction of the Los Angeles Lakers. What is the one sure commodity that you have where everyone will move heaven and earth to get their hands on this asset? Who knows what they'd be willing to give you up to you for it, because this dude, even though he's in his 19th season and he averaged 30 a game and all of this other stuff, they're talking about, they don't give a damn about his age. They're talking about the brother can still play. He's absolutely phenomenal box office attraction. He's going to generate a boatload of money for us. And there's a sucker everywhere that will give up something that they normally wouldn't give up for an asset like that. You trying to tell me every owner in the NBA will go like this? This brother could guarantee us title contention for the next couple of years. And he would sell out the building. He'd have us on national television every day. Yeah. He'd have all of this other stuff. Hell with that. We give it up. You trying to tell me no one would make?
Well, James Dolan
make the
would.
decision? I'm just saying. Well, they have nothing to give. The Knicks.
Well, that's the
But I'm
problem.
just saying,
Most of the owners who would
but
have
some
nothing to-
teams who have something to give might. All I'm trying to say to you is that if I'm the Lakers, I make the decision that I'm going to listen and I'm going to let everybody know this is what I'm willing to do, because I don't want a replica of Kobe's final years where we fell off the map and missed the playoffs for 6 straight years and all of this other stuff while everybody else in the Western Conference is ascending. I want to be a player in the postseason. That's all I'm saying. The LeBron James, it's a compliment to him. It's not an insult. He's the only hope they have. He's the only asset that they have where they can make a move. That's all I mean by that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.